Let's get ratchet. Great success.
Yes. I don't know why that was so damn hard to get off. Whew.
Okay, so welcome to another episode of Jackson Garage. What we're going to do today is start working on the other side of the gearbox over there. This method is so much fun. Gosh, why didn't I think about this before? Look, it's probably not the best way to do it. To get into these tight spaces where the little thing doesn't want to spin that it's here. If you go slowly and it's going true, then I think there's nothing wrong with it. So what I had to do was just center the bearing with respect to this cover just slightly off. So I heated the bearing at the bottom, which basically seats in here. It's now sitting nicely in the other side. Okay, that looks pretty damn spot on. Let's go ahead and put the gasket on. Finally, okay, now to get this bearing on, which I'm having trouble with the other side. We'll cool down this shaft, warm up the bearing, and try and twist it on. Okay, so another thing that I want to try and do is to get this bearing onto the end of the shaft there. What I've done is I've measured with a vernier in millimeters that this is 29.9 millimeters in diameter, and the shaft is 29.95 millimeters in diameter. So there's not much there, but it's not an obvious difference that this is larger than that. It's actually smaller than the shaft, obviously, because you want some sort of a tolerance fit, right? I'm going to heat this with a heat gun, and then we'll do another measurement, and then we can see if there's any difference. It'll be quite an interesting difference if you can find a 0.05 expansion in this bearing on this inner race. So that was 29.9 millimeters, and it looks like it's a fraction over, but I don't know if you can really take that as a given. Let's heat it some more, measure again. So that's in the range. You can also tell that this inner ring has expanded because it's bloody hot, but it's also stiffer. So that means that it's expanded a little bit against the balls of the outer race. What I will do, heat the one thing and cool the other thing. These are the things that can trip you up, and it's not Lego anymore. So yes, let's get going. This is bearing still hot, hence wearing a rubbish glove. But look how it's already sliding on there. No, fucker. Don't. Ah, scheisse. Ah, gosh, man. This is so flippin' hard.
Yes. I don't know why that was so damn hard to get off. Whew.
So what I'm doing is what I said earlier, just icing this shaft so that it hopefully cools just a little bit and contracts a little bit. After that, a little bit of a mess up with trying to get that bearing back off, but I'm going to heat the bearing up and then slide it on as much as I can. That's basically it. It's definitely up against the spacer. And that's it. Okay, good. Great success. I think now I have to work on the other side, which is stuck halfway. But anyway, that's another story. Cool. Great success. One day, I must find out what that little hole is for. What is it for? What is that weird little hole for? But it goes, you can see it goes all the way through there. So I don't know.
We'll figure it out. So what it is, it's a channel that goes down, right? The hole is behind this washer. And I suppose if there's a leak of fluid past the seal, it'll leak down through the little hole. Maybe there's someone that can answer this in a more precise way. That'd be nice. I have, for the first time since I took this thing apart, one side on, which is so great, onto the other side where the bearing is half on. Need to try and get it off, and the way that I'm going to do that, I might put on the drum brake here, put on the wheel, and then hold that or fasten that somehow so that I can turn on the nut on the other side. I think I've just figured out that little channel is for. It's so that if there's oil coming out of the seal, then that this washer prevents the oil from splashing into the brakes, therefore making them slippery. So then all the excess oil that may leak past the seal probably goes down that little gutter. Ooh wee, that bearing is steaming. Okay, Jackson Garage. So, new merch on my head. Very nice. Pretty stoked that I got it before the national lockdown of all the things. So, I've got 21 days of lockdown starting from 2 days' time. I got this bearing on by taking a little, basically sanding a little bit down on the inside of this bearing race. It went on pretty nicely. I think there were a few little burrs on there. You could tell from the scratches on the shaft that there was something going on that was a little bit weird. I'm gonna put the bearing cap on, put the gasket on and all that stuff. There it is. 3 months to get back to where I started. So, next up, nose cone. This is the reverse sensor. So, look at that. Look in there. Shiny. I'm going to loosely fit the nose cone onto the front of the gearbox without the gasket. I may need to replace that front seal there. So let's just get it together. I can start on doing the brakes, which are, as you know, giving me a bit of issue. Loosely attached nose cone onto completed gearbox. Jackson Garage, I am very, very chuffed with that piece of work. Only brakes to do, and I think that's it for this episode. Gearbox basically done. Catch you later.